All right, welcome in everybody to the quarterbacks. Put the film on, bro. Quarterbacks. Watching games on Saturday night, decided, man, I think there's more than one thing I want to break down. So I figured, you know what, let's put them all in one. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks in college football. Some guys that were going against one another, some guys that didn't. I mean, there were 5 guys really that kind of stood out to me. And I don't know if this is successful. Maybe I'll do it from now on. But I'm going to bounce back and forth between what I saw throughout the games on Saturday because they were just tremendous. So let's start with Jayden Daniels. This is against Alabama the first quarter. And you'll see him kind of a max protection 2-man route here for LSU. Actually, 3-man route. Sorry about that. You got a little short motion here, shallow across. Then you're going to see Malik Neighbors right here in the slot. And this is where Neighbors has done a tremendous amount of damage. He's going to get matched up essentially on Malachi Moore, which is not a great coverage for Malachi Moore because you can bring Downs down. He's going to bracket there. And all of a sudden, you're one-on-one with your best receiver. And I got to imagine Jayden Daniels just loves this. So you got one-on-one, all this green space out here to work with. And Jayden Daniels is going to give his guy an opportunity. But love where this ball is thrown. Neighbors does not have to slow down. He can run through the catch. Makes it right there at the 5. Nobody in the vicinity. Check out Jayden Daniels here. Good pocket. He's got time. Gives his receiver some time. But he knows, look where he's releasing that ball. Right there. And, I mean, you could look at it and say, well, he's even. But, you know the old phrase, if he's even, he's leaving. And you know Neighbors are going to go get this thing. And he does. Watch him pull away as the ball is in the air. He runs through it. Touchdown LSU. And the fireworks are on in Tuscaloosa. All right, it's time to go out to LA and check out Caleb Williams against Washington in the first quarter. Going to come out here in 11 personnel, and you got Jones in the backfield blocking. He's going to release out. 5 men up front, blocking against 4. Caleb takes his drop. Essentially, he's got what looks like either quarters or some middle of the field open, too high safety look here. Now, he's looking at this side originally, but he's going to scan right there. His head goes back this way. Now, could he set his feet, deliver here? Probably so. It's probably something he turned down. He didn't need to. So right here is where he probably should not move in the direction of any more linemen. Just hang and bounce. Hang in the pocket, bounce on your feet, take the profit. Caleb's looking for a little bit more. So he continues on, and there's nothing there. But his eyes, you can see his eyes are right here. So he's spying something back over here. But now he's just got to get out of dodge. Trice takes a bad angle. Williams spins out. Now he's got some time, and this is what he sees, is Brendan Rice right here. Knowing that Brendan Rice is going to escape out to this sideline from the hash to the sideline. But he's rolling left. How hard of a throw is this right there? Rolling left, throwing the ball towards the sideline, and Brendan Rice catches it. Now, it's a little bit below his waist, but my goodness, Rice never breaks stride and makes that catch right there. Are you kidding me? That is physical ability at its best. Now, did he miss something early? Maybe. Did he make up for it with a big play? Yes. Time to go back to Tuscaloosa, but this time we're looking at the other side of the ball, and that's Jalen Milroe. What a game Jalen had, 4 rushing touchdowns, and he's growing by leaps and bounds as a quarterback. But I picked this play. This is a first touchdown, and he's just going to run a, I don't want to say standard zone read, but that's essentially what you got here is a standard zone read. But he's got a little split zone action, so he's going to get a block here from his tight end, or 84 is really not a tight end, I guess. So good crack block here on Burton. Excellent kick out on the bluff coming across. Going to slice him out. And then watch Jalen Milroe right there. When he turns the corner, place in full motion. When he turns the corner, watch how fast. Whew. Nobody is catching that guy. I mean, that is just brilliant. The speed, good ball handling, execution up front, great block by Burton, excellent read by Milroe. Just get to the edge and then run, young fella, run. Touchdown, Alabama. We got a shootout in Tuscaloosa. Great time to go out to Eugene, Oregon, where arguably the best performance of the weekend took place. Bo Nix, quarterback here against Cal, and love the decision making, love the quick release, love the arm strength. Everything about this is beautiful. Why? Slant route, catch it on the run, can't stop him because the ball is put in a perfect spot. So let's take a look here. Oregon's going to come out 3-by-1, so trips here, tight split here. Into the boundary. And Bo knows right here. He knows that guy's going in the middle of the field. So he knows this is cover one. So we're going to man up across the board here with this safety in the middle of the field. So anything that he wants to throw inside, he's got to throw quick. And he knows that. That safety is trying to split everybody, but he should be leaning towards the trip side. He's not. And what happens is Tez Johnson right here is going to beat that nickel inside. The nickel thinking, hey, I got help inside. Problem is the way that Nix throws this ball. Look at how fast he throws this. He knows immediately. Right there, you can see him. He's throwing that football. And look, he's really not even open. But he knows that he's going to clear into that void. But he's going to clear into that void with enough distance from that safety that he could stick it on him. Quick decision. Ball thrown. Johnson's got it now. And look, safety's not even close. He's beat the nickel, and now all of a sudden he's just got to turn up the field, use the jets, and go score. Excellent job here by Bo Nix. Recognition of the cover one, knowing exactly where he wants to go with the ball, making a tight window throw on the money, doesn't slow his receiver down. Tez Johnson scores. Oregon's up 7-0. Los Angeles, this time we're going to take a look at Michael Penix Jr. Facing a 3rd and 18 against USC, down by a touchdown here. And, Penix has got such a strong arm. There are throws that he can make that nobody, even Caleb Williams, can't even think about making. So we're going to take a look at a few of those. And, of course, we're going to try not to focus on the inadequacies of the USC defense and more on Penix, but sometimes that's hard to do in this particular put the film on, bro. But we'll take a look at it here. So you see Penix empty, trips to the bottom, twins to the top. And it's 3rd and 18, so you're thinking, man, if I get a chunk of this, maybe we'll go for it. Get a chunk of this and make it easier. Field goal. So Penix is going to drop, and his eyes immediately are going to go to his 2-receiver side, okay? But as he does, Solomon Byrd spins inside and forces him out of the pocket. At that point, all bets are off. So there's Byrd, and it looks like, okay, it's a sack. But Penix gets out of it. So now, with Byrd falling down, he's like, okay, that's a defensive tackle. I think I can beat him. So Penix has just got to buy himself some time here, and that's all he's really doing once he gets away from Byrd. When he does, running straight at the sideline, he fires back into the field of play, and there's his tight end Colt. Now, because he scrambles, it's not surprising that there are a couple Huskies in the vicinity. There's one right there. He throws over him. There's another one right there. I think that's a Dunze. And then he's throwing to Colt. So you've got 1 Trojan, 2 Trojan, 3 Trojans, 4. No one can stop the Huskies from a score. But this throw, my goodness, rolling left and just dotting his tight end. Now he makes this throw from the 28-yard line, 29-yard line, 5 yards deep in. That's a 35-yard throw on the run on a dime in about a 6-inch square spot where Culp was going to make that catch or nobody was. It's incredible quarterbacking here from Michael Penix, potentially future Heisman Trophy winner. All right, let's go back out to Eugene for Bo Nix. Still first quarter against Cal, and I'm struggling for what to really say in this play. It's the 3rd and 3 play, and they're going to motion to quads, basically. You got a kind of a tight bunch here. So Nix is going to drop with 3rd and 3, but he kind of wants this. He wants the single receiver Ferguson as tight end. But he gets stuck on that, and there's really nothing there. So he's going to cock his arm. Ferguson, that's straps from the DB. The DB's just strapped on him. So there's nothing there. So Nix, 3rd and 3, got to keep it alive, right? He's got this window to get out. But as he does, this defensive tackle jumps out. Watch this. Ball fake. Duck underneath. And that gives enough time for his receiver number 5 to get across and Nix to just flick it dart style for a first down. I mean, you're an NFL scout. I mean, how do you put this in a report? What do you say? I mean, this is downright magical. This is stupid good. Ball fake, duck, run for the first down. Nope, I'm going to flip it on the money, first down. I mean, that's just, come on, man. This is ridiculous. Bo Nix, you are bodacious and ridiculous. First down, Ducks. What a play. Back out to Tuscaloosa where Jalen Milroe and Jayden Daniels are just swapping haymakers. And Jayden Daniels can do a little bit of everything. And I love the fact that LSU doesn't hold back in some sense with him running the football. Now, they might after the injury later in the game, but earlier in the game, you could see here LSU was not scared to run against the light box, even when LSU goes empty. So when LSU goes empty here, trips down the bottom, twins to the top, they're going to run a little quarterback dart play. So they're going to pull the tackle Will Campbell around. But Daniels is such a good runner with great vision. He's actually going to start right, and then there's really nothing there. So he finds a backside lane to run. So as we run this here, here's Campbell pulling across. Okay, so they're blocking down. So the thought is, well, this play should pop right there, but it really doesn't. But because this defensive end slides upfield, Daniels is so smart with good vision. Hey, there's the hole. He finds that hole right there, gets through it, and now it's trouble. So this ball starts at the 25, right? 10, 15, 20 yards. 24-yard run on 2nd and 10. I mean, great design, but yet Daniels is the man making this happen on a quarterback. It looks like a draw, but it's a little dart play. A little wrap with the tackle, wrapping around. So good scheme, but man, Daniels makes that happen. That is going to be an asset of his. I've compared him to Jeff Garcia. Wearing the number 5, kind of smaller, lankier, but great arm. But this is what Garcia would do too. So Jayden Daniels doing a nice job here against Alabama, picking up 24 big yards on a design quarterback draw. Jumping back out to L.A. in the Coliseum where Caleb and Michael Penix are just landing one haymaker after another. And it's a great end zone view here of Penix against the Trojans. And it looks like the Trojans are playing some kind of middle of the field close coverage, single safety high with corner here, corner dropping off to the third, safety going to the middle third. At least that's what it looks like. But again, with USC, like I said earlier, trying not to get caught up in what USC's inadequacies were defensively, but just focus more on Penix. So Penix is going to get Rome Odunze driving hard on the comeback, and that's going to pull that corner out of any sort of window over here. That's going to open up out of this bunch over here for Jalen Polk to essentially run kind of the deep over route. So we'll focus on number 2 here. So he's going to run up, get vertical, get beyond the linebackers, and then take that thing across on the over route. And Penix has just got plenty of time, reads it properly, knows this is probably too tough a throw to make. Oh, let's take this one right here. This is open. I got all this room because Odunze pulls the corner as he should that way. And then he just puts it right on Jalen Polk. Go make a catch. Skies, makes the catch. And yeah, would you like it a little bit lower? Yeah, but we're not gonna split hairs here. I mean, this ball's thrown from the 20-yard line to the 40-yard line. So you're talking about a 40-yard throw through the air. A little high, but I'll take it. Polk's going to make that catch, or nobody is. Bullet gets over there to make the hit, but big play for Michael Penix with the big arm, showing it off here to Jalen Polk, getting his wide receiver wide open. Tuscaloosa again, and all this talk about Jalen Milroe, 4 rushing touchdowns, but he throws a pretty deep ball, but he really put the ball on the money. This is a great throw against LSU. I really loved. You got 2 receivers wide here, tight end essentially staying in to block, giving him kind of max protection. So you're protecting with 2, 4, 6, 7, 3 men on the route. This really isn't part of it back here on the backside with Burton, but Milroe's going to get plenty of time. And look at this dime he delivers on the sideline to the deep out. This is Bond, number 17. So Bond's going to charge up. Okay, and then he's going to break it to the out route. And, I mean, that ball has to be on the outside, maybe a little high. I mean, but that's fine because Bond's going to make this catch with his hands. DB's got some separation from, and he puts it right on the money, right on the sideline. I'm telling you, Jalen Milroe throws the ball better than people anticipate, and I think it's gotten better every single week. And to me, this is the kind of throw that he probably isn't making earlier in the year. Yeah, he's got time. Yeah, he's got separation. But earlier in the year, he probably wasn't taking that throw or making that throw effectively. But he's making that throw effectively now. Great job here of Jalen Milroe. Good quarterback mechanics. Eyes downfield. Good play action fake. Drive the ball with your back leg. Excellent stuff there from Jalen Milroe. USC quarterback Caleb Williams. Now, with Caleb, sometimes the pocket stuff is kind of all over the place. But I like to see him stay in the pocket. But one of the things that he does here, I don't know if he'll get away with this in the NFL, but he takes a snap from shotgun, and you'll see play action fake, and now he's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, which is essentially a 7-step drop. He's going to get pressure right away, but because he's so deep from where the center started, he can actually move up in the pocket. Look how he manages up in the pocket. I'd like to see him do this more. But USC is using 7 guys here to try and protect him, and they don't do a great job. Trice is blowing through the left tackle. Austin Jones really isn't helping anybody. He's just trying to stay out of the way at this point. Like, oh, I got to get out of the way. So he's got some time to throw. Now, if Ulofoshio had been just screaming, he would hit him right in the ribs. But he's kind of spying on him a little bit, and now he comes too late. So in being there too late, Williams has got time to step up, slide up, and then deliver this ball in the deep over to Taj Washington and watch him not even break stride. Washington starts here. He's going to get across, and he doesn't even break stride. This is great. Move up in the pocket, manage the pocket, stay in the pocket, and then deliver without taking a big hit to your guy in stride. Great stuff there from Caleb in the third quarter in that game against Washington. Staying out in LA for Michael Penix Jr. And it's a 4th and 6 play for Washington. Now, again, I've tried to tell you a few times with USC's defense, try not to watch it, but it's hard on this one because take a look at this. They've got 3 wide receivers here, a future first rounder, a potential first rounder, one of the fastest receivers, all in a trip set out here wide. And how many guys are out beyond the numbers here? 2. What? You got a lone tight end over here, and you've got linebacker, safety. Like, how does this make any sense, what they're doing? Now, this outside linebacker is going to jump offside here. Penix is going to get him with the hard count out of pistol, so you can see he's already in the process of jumping back. So Penix knows, hey, I got a free play. So he immediately looks to this side because there's nobody over here. Now, you might say, well, there's guy there, the guy there, that. I mean, they're playing 4 over 3. Yeah, not really. It's 4th and 6. So Odunze just immediately takes off. He knows it's an offside. There's a flag already, so you just take off. Well, what's USC doing? What's this safety doing? Because Polkus is going to go to the middle. They've all got their eyes on Penix. They're not even looking at where the receivers are. Polk settles up right here. Okay, these 2 are going to kind of jump on that guy. But Penix at this point realizes, hey, man, that safety ain't off his ash. It's cover 2. I can stick this thing on the sidelines. And he does. And there's nobody there. So let's go to the corner. What's Damani Jackson doing here? Damani's just kind of floating. It's 4th and 6. You knew these 2 receivers. They went inside. Who's the only other guy that's a threat? It's Dunze. You keep going backwards, man. Where are you going? Where are you going? I mean, Damani Jackson played modern day. You think he'd be smarter than that? I don't know what he's doing. He could have made this throw a little bit tougher. But as soon as Jackson floats inside, Penix is like, man, this is easy money. I'll just take it. And that's a long throw now. But he threw it on the money, picks up the first down. Odunze does a good job after the catch. I mean, Odunze is a dude. But my goodness. Like I said, this is one of those where you go, what are they doing? What is USC doing? Not what is Michael Penix doing. He's ripping them a new one because he's got, watch his torque. Watch his torque on his throw. Ready, and sometimes you can watch Penix and his feet are all askew. Look, that is not the best mechanics. His front foot is all the way over here. But that arm, I mean, he just catapults that thing. That thing's got sauce. Man, he is fun to watch. Maybe let's take a look at Jayden Daniels' 2nd and 7 play. He's going to get all the time in the world here. because Alabama is really only rushing 3. Rushing 3, dropping 8, jumping all short stuff. I mean, this is really kind of a quarterback's kryptonite in some sense. So Daniels is going to have kind of all kinds of time. But because he's got all kinds of time, look at him scan. He's going to scan one side, look at his feet. He's going to scan the other side, like, nope, nope. Going to come back, nope. Now he's eventually going to get some pressure. As he gets some pressure, he starts to move away and roll to his right, which obviously he's right-handed. So as he moves to his right, watch him throw this dart to Malik Neighbors coming back into view on the scramble rules. So scramble rules, you went deep, come back. If you were going left, go right. If you were coming short, go long. Daniels on the run delivers an absolute dime. I mean, look at that. There's actually a defensive back here falling off of his man coverage. And then you've got Downs, who is pretty darn close to being Neighbors in man coverage there. And Daniels sticks it. Look at the spot where he puts his ball, kind of low and away, where Neighbors can go down and get it, but nobody else is. Great throw. 2nd and 7. Jayden Daniels working the pocket. Like him working the pocket. Get a little pressure. Get out. Keep your eyes downfield. And deliver a dime. Whew. Well, that's nice. Nice. All right, Jayden Daniels can throw on the run. A former Pac-12 quarterback doing in the SEC. Well, let's look at a former SEC quarterback doing in the Pac-12. Let's go out to Eugene. Take a look at Bo Nix right here. I mean, throwing on the run. I mean, these guys seem like they can do this so well, this quarterback class. So Nix is going to drop here. And as he drops, he's going to have Ferguson kind of delay, and then he's going to run this route right there, kind of across the middle right there. So Nix gets his back step, doesn't like it. And you can tell by the way his shoulders are, he's looking deep. Like, look at his shoulders. He's thinking deep ball. But it's not there. It's like, I don't have it. So then he's going to get out of dodge, and as he does, he keeps his eyes downfield, and just within arm's length of 44, he sees Ferguson. And look, this is what I love about being on the run. Now, the throw by Daniels, the play earlier, he had to put that in a spot. It really wasn't a catch-and-run opportunity. It was just, I got to put this in a spot where my guy catches it. This is a catch-and-run opportunity, and Nix puts it right where Ferguson can catch it. Look at that. Doesn't have to break stride, and he is up the field, big tight end, running for another first down. But Nix, ball placement, quick feet, get out the pocket a little bit, and deliver. And put it on your man. Look at that. Great stuff there from Bo Nix against the Cal Bears. With all of these tremendously talented quarterbacks going and playing almost all at once, it's hard to find maybe the most creative play. I mean, we've seen Bo Nix duck under somebody and then throw for a first down. We've seen Caleb run around, spin around. We've seen Penix spin around and make plays. I mean, it's been incredible. I think this might have been the most athletic play that I saw on Saturday. It came from Jalen Milroe. It's the third and about 9-ish, third and about 8, something like that. So Milroe's going to take his drop here, and he's going to get some pressure immediately. Harold Perkins is going to spin underneath J.C. Latham and start to push Milroe to the left. Now, Burton, you can see here, right there. He's running this route, but he's running a deep in route. So he's running opposite of where Milroe is actually going to leave the pocket or start to leave the pocket. But Milroe's got to keep this alive. It's 3rd and 8. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Well, now he's getting pressure from here. Now he's got Perkins. Now he's got Spates. This defensive lineman, they're all kind of closing in. So you can tell he starts to tuck it right there. Like, I got to get out of dodge. But it's at this moment, because he keeps his head up, where he sees Jace McClellan, and he just flips it over the top to him. And not only does it flip it over the top to him, he flips it such that McClellan doesn't break stride, catches it, nobody out there, and now McClellan's off on a big play. Creativity, smarts, keep a play alive, everything you want in a quarterback. Jalen Milroe shows you on this play. Avoid Perkins, keep it alive, not dead yet, not dead yet, not dead yet. Oh, there's Jace. And away you go. Jalen Milroe played one heck of a game against LSU Tigers, and this play was seemingly the epitome of it. You think he's going to run, you think he's going to get out of dodge, they can't corral him, and he makes one of the plays of the game right there. Now, when it comes to creativity, these quarterbacks have got it all. probably the most creative is Caleb Williams, and sometimes because he has to. This is a 4th and 1 play in the third quarter against Washington, and I've watched this play maybe 100 times because I don't know what this play is. I really don't. I have no idea, because when Caleb takes the snap, those linemen are all pass blocking, but it looks like Caleb wants to run. Is this a pop pass? But the tight end doesn't do anything. The running back helps block. So I don't know what this play is on 4th and 1. I really don't. And I got a feeling Caleb was like, at some point, okay, whatever they just called is not working. Monheim is pulling right here from left tackle over here. So I thought, okay, is it trap protection? Are they running some kind of tackle wrap play? But they're all pass blocking. So I don't know what this play is. So Caleb has got to keep it alive. It's 4th and 1. So as he starts this way, the big fella, 91, is splitting the B gap. So Caleb's got to spin around. Now, he's got one guy here, but that guy's not even, look, his eyes, what's he doing? So Caleb's got nothing until he decides, I'm throwing this sucker deep. Because the routes on this, you got 3 routes. You've got go route, and then Jones is leaking, number 6. He's leaking out here to the sideline. But they're playing man coverage, and so everybody's locked up. Really, was nothing there. I just don't know what this play is. Maybe the more I watch it, the more I'm thinking they're trying to hit Jones out here. But in man coverage, if that guy stays disciplined, you got nothing. And that's what Caleb found out. But at that point, he's like, I got to keep this thing alive. My guy Brendan Rice is down there in man-to-man coverage. I'm going to give him a chance, and he throws a dime. He don't have much separation down there, and Caleb throws a dime for a touchdown, a much-needed touchdown, which tied the game in the third quarter. Again, Caleb overcoming what this play was, but with his creativity and magic, touchdown Trojans. We'll stay in L.A. and talk about Michael Penix Jr. again, and I think it was the movie Stand By Me. I think that's what it was called. Stand By Me with the kids. Jerry O'Connell was a kid actor, I think, in that. And I remember them saying, it might have been, man, you know what? Now I'm getting confused. Maybe it was Straight Outta Compton. And they're like, you want to see a dead body? I always think about that because I'm like, you want to see the best arm in football? Well, you're about to see it from Michael Penix. And maybe there's some dead bodies here because USC's defense was pretty much dead all night. So let's take a look here. Penix, he's got a tight bunch to the left. He's got twins here, so he's been empty, but they're all condensed. So you could expect if you're USC some crossing routes, some things happening. Maybe mesh, rail, maybe Dylan Johnson the rail, mesh with a sit behind it. So Penix will take this snap. Good pocket, only rushing 3. So USC trying to just glum things up with 8 guys in coverage. Penix, don't care. Just don't care. He's got an avenue right there to Jalen Polk. And again, watch this. There's such a catapult motion with that arm. Oh. And he sticks it right on Jalen Polk. Like Kalen Bullock is, I think, in the vicinity, but doesn't matter. I mean, this ball's a rocket. Watch this in live motion. And I mean, it's almost like, wait, did Kalen Polk, wait a second. Did I see that right? Watch this again. Take your steps, get protected. You only got 3 guys rushing, and zip it. Touchdown. I mean, huh? This guy's ridiculous. That cannon is unreal. Last look at Jayden Daniels getting it done before halftime against Alabama, and this is a rocket. See Michael Penix throw some rockets. Caleb has dropped some dimes. Bo Nix had a couple of them for sure. And Jalen Milroe has made a couple of nice throws, but this from Jayden Daniels is absolutely gorgeous. You're going to see Malik Neighbors go from a loose bunch out wide. He's going to go in motion here. So it goes all the way across, creating a 2x2. Okay, and you got Alabama trying to match the routes as best they possibly can. And so in doing so, the safety is responsible for matching that route of Neighbors. Now, Neighbors gets collisioned by the linebacker. That actually kind of helps a little bit, because I think it takes the safety's focus kind of away for a second. Neighbors then bends that route behind him, and now he's open. But he's not open by much, and he's not open for long. Daniels has to put this ball away from the defenders. The defender's expecting him to cut across. But Daniels throws the ball away from the defender, which allows Lacy, his receiver, to make the catch away from the safety and then get into the end zone. I mean, this is tremendous quarterbacking. Ball placement, accuracy. You think, oh, he threw it behind him. No, he meant to throw it behind him because you want him to catch the ball. If he throws him into number 4, he either gets knocked out or he throws a pick. But because he threw this ball away from the safety, he ends up getting a touchdown out of it. What a great piece of quarterbacking there from Jayden Daniels. Man, watch this thing in full motion. This is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Neighbors gets collisioned. He gets beyond it. Dig route, throw it behind him. Lacy makes the catch. Touchdown. Okay, USC down by 7. Third quarter. Got to make it happen. Caleb Williams is going to make it happen. 1st and 10. This is probably the most NFL-like throw because he's going to stay in the pocket, make the read, and then make a tremendously accurate throw here on the back shoulder ball. Right down here, I think he's going to get the slot fade to Mario Williams. So he has got 2x2, okay? And Williams is going to take the snap. Good protection. Stays in the pocket. Good managing of the pocket. So it looks like over here you got a little smash. You got hitch, corner, okay? It looks like what you got on the bottom here. You got a hitch down here that you can't see, but then you got the corner. And the nice thing about this is Caleb throws this back shoulder ball so that Mario Williams is the only guy to catch it. Toe tapper on the sideline. I mean, this is just gorgeous. Great ball placement, accuracy. We're on smash concept here. Mario gets the DB turned around, makes the catch. That throw couldn't be any better from Caleb Williams. In a losing effort, Caleb was still able to put up 42 and plays like this to pad that NFL resume. All right, we're going to finish with a dime up in Eugene right before the half. Oregon against Cal. And Bo Nix, fade route. They had just thrown earlier kind of a quick out for a touchdown. And they come on the same set, and this time they're just going to throw a straight fade route. And this is all about touch, accuracy. Bo Nix, no pressure. Loves that sideline fade. And look, he's going to give his receiver, look at Tez Johnson, kind of just work a smash concept here. A little hitch on the outside. And Johnson running the corner route. And look where this ball is placed. This is a spot where only Tez can make the catch. He gives late hands. Great catch, great throw. I mean, this is such quality quarterbacking. And it happened on a weekend where multiple quarterbacks, even some I didn't even show. Jackson Dart was incredible against Texas A&M. You had Carson Beck, who played pretty well against Missouri. But these 5 guys really stood out to me, and that's why I chose them. But this throw to end it on, it's the perfect one. Bo Nix, TD. The quarterbacks. Put the film on, bro. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.